What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check update and your $2,000 third stimulus check update and the third stimulus package that has now been unveiled by President-elect Joe Biden. We're going to go over the latest details on that and the latest details on related news, along with the impeachment and the inauguration and everything that's still continuing to go on with that. Also, tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 8 p.m. Pacific Time, I'm going to have another video with you guys on a question and answer style video where I'm going to try to answer your guys' questions. So what I'm going to ask you to do is leave your question down below in this video right now on what your number one question is for anything stimulus or anything inauguration or anything stimulus related. Leave your question down below in the comments, and if you see it's a good question, give it a like, and that'll raise the most common questions to the top. I will be trying to address as many questions as I can. Who gets the stimulus checks? What about this detail? What about that detail? What about the unemployment extension, the tax credits? Everything that you guys want to know tonight at 11 p.m. That's a question and answer style video. Now, let's jump into this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos regarding the stimulus check and related news. We're almost at 300,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of our community, which I call our extended family. You guys are absolutely amazing. In fact, I will have a special guest for you guys at the end of this video. So make sure to stay tuned and hit the like button for us down below. It helps our channel show up in the YouTube rankings. Thanks for your support. Let's jump right into it. Okay, first up, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi suggests criminal charges for any lawmaker, congressman, or congresswoman who helped with the Capitol riots, as new reports are starting to come out that some people may have instigated the protests at the Capitol, congressmen and congresswomen. Speaker Nancy Pelosi suggested on Friday that any lawmakers found to have assisted in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol may be charged criminally. She says, quote, "We must trust each other, respect the people who sent us here. We must also have the truth, and that will be looked into. If, in fact, it is found that members of Congress were accomplices to this insurrection, if they aided and abetted the crime, they may have to be actions taken beyond Congress in terms of prosecution for that." On Wednesday, a group of 30 Democrats wrote a letter to the leader of the Capitol Police and the acting sergeant at arms in both chambers, urging investigations into, quote, "suspicious behavior and access facilitated by some GOP, aka Republican, Grand Old Party, lawmakers on January 5th, the day before the attack on the Capitol," saying, quote, "members of the group that attacked the Capitol seem to have an unusually detailed knowledge of the layout of the Capitol complex. The presence of these groups within the Capitol complex was indeed suspicious." Vice President Mike Pence and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris spoke on the phone today ahead of the inauguration, as Mike Pence has started the proceedings to help Kamala Harris come into office. However, President Donald Trump and President-elect Biden have not spoken at all, and many think that President Donald Trump will not speak to Biden at all before the inauguration day, basically not helping the transition of power at all. Today, Biden announced his massive COVID vaccine plan with a focus on mass vaccinations. The vaccinations process is part of a new $20 billion effort in the third stimulus check package plan, which was unveiled last night by Joe Biden and is part of $415 billion that is set in this $1.9 trillion package to combating the pandemic. Biden has vowed to get 100 million people inoculated in the administration's first 100 days, and he was convinced that he could get it done. Right now, the current pace of vaccines is a little bit over 10 million people currently vaccinated with just the first shot. They're actually working on a second shot from Johnson and Johnson. Well, actually, I should say an additional vaccine from Johnson and Johnson that is a one shot only. It's not a two shot. You don't have to come back 28 days later to get a second vaccination. It's literally just one single shot. On the next stimulus check, the third stimulus check and the third stimulus package, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says Democrats should pass $2,000 on top of the $600 from December, the second stimulus check, rather than add $1,400 to $600 to get to the $2,000. She says $2,000 means $2,000. $2,000 does not mean $1,400. She also goes on to say that unemployment benefits should be retroactive, which they are not retroactive right now, but we have seen Nancy Pelosi say for months that they would be retroactive, and the $300 per week unemployment boost going on right now is not currently retroactive. Although it can be retroactive a little bit if your state is delayed in starting the $300 per week unemployment process, which a lot of them are right now. Let me know if your state has not sent you the $300 per week unemployment boost yet, or if you have gotten it and when you got it in what state, because around 50% of the states are not sending it out, and around 50% of the states are sending it out, and there's just delays across the board. You would think that these states would be a little bit faster at this based on they just did this two times previously, one with the $600 unemployment benefit, and two, when President Donald Trump passed the $300 per week presidential executive order. So they just did a $300 per week unemployment extension a few months ago. You would think they would know how to do it and not be delayed. And some states are literally weeks behind other states in sending out the money. Today is supposed to be the last day that the Treasury and the IRS can send out the second stimulus checks of $600. Although I'm very skeptical of this because there's a lot of different buckets of people that are going to be getting their stimulus checks after the 15th. And I also personally think that Congress should pass additional, maybe an amendment to basically have them be able to send out stimulus checks and stimulus direct deposits after today. One of the main reasons for a lot of people is that they did their taxes with a tax filing company such as TurboTax, Tax Act, Jackson Hewitt. I've been getting a lot of message from a lot of people. Thank you guys so much for your help. Comment down below if you know any strategies to get that faster. The one I have been seeing a lot from people is you may need to contact TurboTax or Jackson Hewitt to either or Tax Act or any company that you may have used like this if you haven't got your stimulus check and you use a tax preparation company like that. You may need to contact them, go to their website, call them. You may have gotten emails from them because one, you may have to verify your account with them. I've been hearing that a lot also. Number two, you may have to verify your account or your actual bank account with them. So basically, there's a lot of information going on around right now that you need to contact your tax preparation software. Make sure you're contacting them and you're not contacting a fake company or anything like that. Use their, go to jacksonhewitt.com or turbotax.com. Go to their official website, get their phone number, and contact them. And that will help you pass out your $600 stimulus check, which can come after the 15th, especially if you're in that situation. I also think there may be some extension to allow them to pass the stimulus checks later on past the 15th. I will keep you updated with that. There is some backlash, mostly coming from Republicans, and this is kind of nothing new, that the third stimulus check and stimulus checks going out further should not go to employed Americans and should only go to unemployed Americans. And Joe Biden defended that stimulus checks should go to working class American people because they have been hurt also during this pandemic. Joe Biden says, quote, even for those that have kept their jobs, these checks are really important. For American workers making, say, $40,000 a year with less than $400 in savings, The total of $2,000 will go a long way in easing the pain of the pandemic. Now, as you know, if you've seen my last couple videos, Joe Biden last night unveiled the third stimulus check package, which has a $2,000 plus up stimulus check, which is basically $1,400 added to your $600 second stimulus check, which equals a total of $2,000. The $1,400 is also for children, and the third stimulus check is going to be for adult dependents also, which is a first because the first and second stimulus checks did not go to adult dependents, although we do not know the details yet of whether that check for adult dependents and college dependents, college students dependents, will be $1,400 or the full $2,000. I also want to mention that along with some Republicans that are already opposing this, which is kind of what we expected, we're also getting a bunch of Democrats that are pushing for more, along with AOC, that the stimulus check should be higher, and also that the unemployment should be higher, as well as additional things like the $200 per month Social Security increase and the student loan forgiveness. So any of those things could be included in the actual package when we get the actual bill. Right now, we just have the outline for the bill. We don't have the actual bill just yet. Also, I want to say that you're going to see a lot of people saying that there shouldn't be checks, they shouldn't pass anything, and that mostly comes from Republicans. And it's not that I'm a Republican or a Democrat; it's just that's the truth. Uh, is that there's okay? Let me explain this. One, the Democrats don't really need any Republicans to pass these stimulus check bills. Okay. So there's a rule called reconciliation, which basically means that you can forego the filibuster rule in the Senate, which requires 60 votes in the Senate to pass a bill. The reconciliation rule, which there's some debate on how many times you can use it. The last thing I've heard is that you can use it 3 times per year. Okay. So basically, they can pass a stimulus package, such as this one, that's almost $2 trillion, with only 51 votes in the Senate, a simple majority, because that's all that's needed is in the House of Representatives, and the Democrats can do that on their own. Literally, they can have not a single Republican vote on it in the House, which the last time on the $2,000 stimulus check bill, 44 Republicans did vote for it. They actually had a super majority of 2/3. Okay. So for the reconciliation rule in the Senate to only need 51 votes, remember it's a 50-50 tie right now, 50 Republicans, 50 Democrats. And Mitch McConnell is no longer the Senate Majority Leader here in the next few days because the Democrats won those 2 Senate seats in Georgia, which now creates a 50-50 tie. And whenever there's a 50-50 tie, the tiebreaker vote goes to the vice president, who will be Kamala Harris in about 4 days from now. And that will mean that number one, Chuck Schumer will become the Senate Majority Leader. So that $2,000 stimulus check bill that passed the House that Mitch McConnell delayed, he'll no longer be able to delay that. And number two is that the Democrats will be able to pass probably up to 3 different packages or 3 different bills without any Republican support at all, with just the reconciliation rule, where they will have 50 Democrats plus the tiebreaker vote of the vice president for the 51st vote. Now, Joe Biden has said he wants to do at least this first stimulus package with bipartisan support. So basically, he wants to get 50 Democrats and then 10 Republicans in the Senate to say yes. So there's 50 Republicans in the Senate. So you can hear naysayers and, oh, it's too much. We don't want to spend stimulus, blah, blah, blah. Out of 40 of them, and they can still pass the bill with just 10 Republicans in the Senate to say yes. Now, if they don't get the 10 votes, then they can pass it through the reconciliation rule with not needing any Republican support at least 3 times. I've heard different things. I've heard 3 times per year. So 3 times this year, 3 times next year. And then I've also heard they can pass it 1 time per subject matter per year. So it depends on the subject matter. Also, Joe Biden has already announced not 1, but 2 stimulus packages. The second one is called an infrastructure package. He says will happen in February. That is another chance, because honestly, an infrastructure package is a stimulus package. It's just they're going to say it goes to infrastructure, but it's going to be an entire package, and there's going to be dozens of different things in there, which anything could be added in there. Social Security increase, student loan forgiveness, another stimulus check, another unemployment boost, anything like that they can add in there because it's stimulus. They're printing money to pay for things. And the headline is going to be infrastructure, but there's going to be dozens of things in there. And Biden says that will come in February, which is now only 2 weeks away. So again, if you have any questions, comment them down below in the comments. Obviously, I won't be able to answer every question. I get about 2,000 comments on every single video, but I will try to address the most common questions in the next video at 11 p.m. tonight. You will not get a notification for it, so just at 11 p.m. Eastern time or 8 p.m. Pacific time. If you're somewhere in the middle, it'll be somewhere in there. Just add or subtract for your time zone. Just go on YouTube at 11 p.m. and if it's not there right there on your homepage as soon as you log in, if you don't see the newest video that says 1 minute ago or 5 minutes ago, just type in "It's Jimmy," go to my channel and watch the newest video that'll be out at 11 p.m. tonight. We will be answering questions, dozens of them, about everything stimulus and inauguration and any top questions you guys have. So leave your questions down below. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you get notifications. Click bell and then click all notifications. However, YouTube only sends out 3 notifications per day per channel, and this will be our 4th video of the day. So that's why you won't get a notification for the 11 p.m. video. So you just got to go on YouTube and just look it up. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video, and this bottom video, both of these should be about more details about the third stimulus check package. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. All right, and here we are with Julian, my son. Can you say hi? Say bye-bye already. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to the baby.
Hi, baby.
And tell them about your rug burn you have on your forehead here.
What head?
Yeah, forehead.
Boo-boo on the forehead.
Yeah, you got a boo-boo on the forehead.
And
Yeah, that's from rug burn, from you putting your face on the carpet and then scooting forward. Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to say to everybody?
boo-boo.
Yeah, you got a boo-boo. That's right. All right, can you say bye-bye to everybody?
Bye-bye, everybody.
And can you say it was fun seeing you? All right, say bye-bye, I love you.
Bye-bye, Tigger.
Bye-bye, Tigger. And can you say over here is our newest stimulus check video?
Boo-boo.
And over here is how I teach people how to sell products on Amazon. Can you say that?
Amazon.
Amazon. All right, say I'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye, Tigger. Good morning.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Tigger. Bye-bye, Tigger.
Good job, buddy.
Bye-bye.